Good evening. Welcome to game number 5 between the Venezuela Navigatores and the Puerto Rico Vaqueros in the division round of the World Baseball Association 2024 playoffs. Puerto Rico was able to tie the series at 2 with an 8-7 win, highlighted by a 6-run sixth, with Jorge Lopez picking up the win in relief and Willie Hernandez picking up his fourth save of the playoffs. Tonight's contest will feature Carlos Zambrano, who won his Game 5 start against Desert City, up against Ed Figueroa, who's making his first start of the postseason. 53,680 fans on hand, partly cloudy, 60 degrees, wind blowing in from right at 10 miles an hour. 4 home runs were hit in the last game with the wind blowing in again, and that didn't seem to stop them from hitting the ball out of the ballpark, as Puerto Rico was able to smash 2, and Venezuela was able to do the same. We're going to get this game started. Each team here looking to get the edge here as they move back to Caracas for game 6. Wind blowing in might help the pitchers here. Figueroa, 13-4, 4.24 ERA, had 140 Ks in 204 innings. In comes. There's a drive. It'll be hit the other way, and Altuve rips one the other way. He's on his way to second. He's in there with a double. Altuve with 3 hits, a home run, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a walk, and a steal, and he's on again. Vizquel, the 0-1 went 2 for 5 last game. Mine was like 30 hits last game. So ground ball the first, not in time, and he beats it in. Infield hit. First and third, nobody out. Here's Acuna, the 0-2. Struck him out looking. Nice change. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Drives it high and deep, but playable. And I'll score the first run of the ball game. Carlos Gonzalez with a sac fly RBI to score Altuve for the 1-0 lead. Two down, run at first, Galarraga, 7-33 this postseason, just batting .212. There's a 2-1 pitch, ground ball right to the first baseman, Delgado. That'll end the inning, but Venezuela picks up a quick lead. As they take a 1-0 lead. Top of the order here for Puerto Rico with Lindor, Alomar, and Clemente. Lindor got a pinch hit singles last time up and wound up scoring. Here's a drive right at the center fielder Gonzalez for the first out. Alomar, 9 of 27, had 2 hits last game. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball to second. Nice play there by Altuve to pick up the out. Clemente, 11 of 29 with 7 RBIs. Had a double last game. Ground ball to second. Altuve once again. Smooth pickup and fires at the first for a 1-2-3 inning to the top of the second. Miguel Cabrera, Suarez, and Perez. Cabrera ripped his 4th home run of the playoffs. And Figueroa is going to have to be very careful. He's batting .468 versus Puerto Rico. Hard ground ball right to Lowell, but throw to first, and there's the first out of the inning. And a big out there to sort of cool off Cabrera. Suarez went 2 for 5 with a double. Batting .333, but no RBIs and no home runs. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to first. Delgado will step on a bag, make the play for out number 2. Salvador Perez, the 2-1 pitch. lines it to right field. This will be playable for Clemente. And Venezuela is left empty-handed, no runs there. Here's Delgado. Weak pop-up. Under it is Altuve for the first out. Gonzalez came in for a pinch hit last game. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball that tailed in on the hands set for the second out. Here's Ivan Rodriguez, who came in defensive replacement in the ninth. Swung on and missed with a fastball inside. And a 1-2-3 in with a couple of strikeouts for Zambrano. To the top of the third was Zambrano, now Altuve and Vizquel. Zambrano can handle himself with the bat, though. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. He shows it right here as he leads off the third with a single. Altuve has been dangerous of late, especially these last two games. Ground ball to second, 4-6, 6-3, and a double play for the twin killing. 2 down now. Vizquel batting .333 with a home run and an RBI. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to third. Lowell with a strong throw, and he gets him to end the inning. And sides retired for Venezuela as Puerto Rico looks to get on the board. Lowell, Beltran, and Figueroa. Lowell has been on fire lately. He's hit 2 home runs the last 3 games. Here's a drive to right field, pushing back Acuna, but the first out's recorded. Beltran just 2 for 19 in the playoffs. First ball hitting here. Ground ball to first. Nice play by Galarraga for out number 2, and Figueroa. The 1-1. Ground ball to first. An assisted play that'll end the inning. And through 3, no score. 1-0 lead for Venezuela. And Puerto Rico has been kept silent. Here's a strikeout looking situation for Acuna. The 1-0 pitch by Figueroa, a ground ball. Nice play by Lindor to record the out at first. Carlos Gonzalez, sacrifice fly, his 8th RBI of the playoffs. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Galarraga, the 2-1. Drives it to left center, that'll be extra bases. He's going to make it with a double. Yeah. In there with a 2-out double. See if Venezuela could do any damage with 2 outs. Cabrera, the 0-1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and he took off something, that fastball. Cabrera wound up way out in front. Lindor, Alomar, and Clemente. A 1-0 to Lindor. Drives it high. It is deep. And it is gone. And a leadoff homer. Leading off the top of the bottom of the 4th. Lindor with a solo home run to tie the game at 1. Here's Alomar, 0 for 1 today. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball to first. Galarraga will step on the bag for the first out. Clemente, 0 for 1. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball to the pitcher. We'll throw to first. There's the second out. Delgado, the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Nice play there by Suarez. Makes the play, but not before Puerto Rico ties the game at 1. As we go to the top of the 5th, both teams are tied with a low score. Suarez, Perez, and Zambrano. The 1-2 to Suarez. Swung on and missed. Nice curveball for strike 3. The pitch to Perez. Drives at the right field. That'll be a base hit. So 1-out single, which will lend credence to Zambrano bunting the runner. as he makes it a successful sacrifice for out number 2. Altuve's 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the 1-1 pitch, though. Lines it right at Clemente to pick up the out that'll end the inning, and Puerto Rico will counter with Gonzalez, Rodriguez, and Lowell. 0 for 1 for Gonzalez. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second. Nice play by Altuve, who throws a Galarraga for out number 1. So unlike the last game, which was a offensive free-for-all with 15 runs and 30 hits, this game's a little bit more tame. Ivan Rodriguez 0 for 1. Here's the 0-2 by Zambrano. Ground ball right to the second, and there's no way he's going to make it. That ball was really poorly hit, and no way that Rodriguez was going to be caught. So there's an infield single. Lowell for 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Drives it to right field. Caught by Acuna to step back. That went, kept it in. Now number 2, here's Beltran, the 0-1. Drives it to center. Playable for Gonzalez. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico's left empty-handed. A 1-1 score after 5 innings. We go to the top of the 6th with Vizquel, Acuna Jr., and Gonzalez. Vizquel's 1 for 2. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to first, as Delgado will throw to the pitcher for the first out. As Figueroa has pitched very well, despite that run in the first inning. The 1-0 to Acuna. Ground ball to third. There is no throw. And an infield hit for Acuna. An infield hit. Wise move not to throw the ball, cause a runner, cause an error to go up the middle. Base hit up the middle here, and an error by the center fielder to account for another extra base. So Beltran flubs the play, and now the runners are second and third with 1 out. Andres Galarraga, the 0-2 by Figueroa, swung on and missed. Strike 3 on the change. Low and away. Out number 2. Cabrera. They're going to walk him, and a wise move to face Bobby Abreu, who replaces Eugenio Suarez, who exits the ball game. And Abreu to make his 3rd appearance of the series. Both times they struck out looking and swinging. It was a 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. Brilliant pitching by Ed Figueroa. Leaves the bases stranded and loaded. We're going to see Eduardo Escobar entering the game and playing at third. Take a look at the stat line for Suarez, who went 0 for 2 and struck out once here. Figueroa, Lindor, and Alomar. The 2-2 by Zambrano got him, struck him out. His 3rd strikeout of the game. Lindor, with his first home run of the postseason, had tied the game at 1. And here we stand at the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. Here's the 3-2. And he walks him. Here's Alomar, 0 for 2. The 3-2. Drives it to right field, but playable for Acuna for the second out. Clemente's 0 for 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch to throw to second, not in time, and a steal for Lindor. Low ball 1-2 pitch now. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Puerto Rico goes down despite the steal, the walk and a steal by Lindor. Top of the 7th. Perez, Zambrano, and Altuve. Salvador Perez ripped a single the other way for his hit. Ground ball up the middle, on his way to second. Nice play by Alomar for the out. Here comes Zambrano's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Altuve, the 0-1. Line drive base hit down the line in the right field corner. Altuve running second, running after the first base bag and running second, makes it with a double and a 2-out hit here. And he's in scoring position for Vizquel, who's 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0. Line ground ball, nice play by Alomar. Throw to first, got him. What a nice defensive play. Backhand into the hole, steps, fires, plants, and a great throw to get him out to end the inning. Delgado, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. Here's the pitch to Delgado. Zambrano has pitched 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. There's a 3-2. Drives it to center, playable by Gonzalez. There's out number 1. Juan Gonzalez is 0 for 2. Line driving a base hit to left. He's on board with a single. The 2-2. Weak pop up for Escobar for the second out. Bernie Williams will come in and pinch hit for Mike Lowell. So Bernie Williams comes on. As Mike Lowell's day is done, I'm trying to get a spark here from Bernie Williams. There's a 3-2. Drives it the other way, and a base hit. Gonzalez goes to third. First and third now, with 2 down. Beltran 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball is second. Altuve will throw to first, ends the inning, and nothing doing. Take a little box score for Mike Lowell, 0 for 2. And this will allow Carlos Correa to come in the ball game. Ed Figueroa is still pitching. 7 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Acuna, Gonzalez, and Galarraga. There's the 1-2 to Acuna. Struck him out looking. Nice pitch. Gonzalez 1 for 2 at an RBI. Here's the 1-2 by Figueroa again. Drives it high. It is deep at the track, at the wall. Gone. Home run for Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez with his 4th of the playoffs. They have now taken a 2-1 lead. He took that pitch the other way and just took it, lofted it, and the wind just pushed it near the corner, just enough for the home run. A 2-1 lead for Venezuela now with 1 down. Here's Galarraga. The 1-2 struck him out. Nice fastball on the outside corner. Cabrera for 2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on him, missed, struck another strikeout. He got 10 Ks, but he gives up a run on a home run, and he's down by 1. As Puerto Rico looking at their offense, Figueroa's day is done. 8 innings for Figueroa. Gave up 2 runs on a home run, struck out 10, and surrendered 9 hits in the process. In comes Orlando Cepeda, who got a pinch hit homer his first time and a pinch hit single the second. Here's the 0-1. Drives at the right, playable by Acuna. There's a first out. Meanwhile, Zambrano's pitching great baseball. Lindor, the 1-2. Fly ball to right field. Acuna again makes the play, and there's out number 2. Alomar for 3. Here's the 0-1. Weak ground ball. The catcher will throw, not in time. And then infield it. Nice squibber that Perez couldn't get quickly enough on time. Allow Clemente here to come in. Here's a 3-1. Drives it to left center. Playable by Cabrera to end the inning in a 1-2-3. Figueroa will be replaced here. By Edwin Diaz, who pitched 1 inning and gave up a run the last time. The 0-2. Facing Eduardo Escobar. And nice pitch there. Caught looking for Escobar for the first out. Sandoval comes in and pinch hits for Carlos Beltran. No, excuse me, that's false. For Salvador Perez. Sandoval comes in for the pinch hit. The 2-0. Weak pop-up, and a shortstop has it for the second out. Here comes Maglio Ordonez with his 5th appearance of the series. Going to get a chance to pinch hit for the pitcher Zambrano. First ball hitting could be dangerous. Ground ball to third, not in time. It'll be an infield hit. Infield single. The inning continues. Altuve's 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored on a 1-2, and he struck him out. That'll end the inning. And to the bottom of the 9th with Ugith Urbina. As Zambrano pitched a brilliant ball game. Take a look at his stat line. Ordonez in left. Ramon Hernandez to come in as a defensive replacement. Ordonez not playing left field. Look at the stat line for Zambrano, pitched really well. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and a surrender of a home run. In comes Ugith Urbina to try to nail down the save. Delgado, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. The 3-2 to Carlos Delgado. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gonzalez is 1 for 3 today with a single to left. Drives it to center. What a catch by Carlos Gonzalez for round number 2. Ivan Rodriguez is 1 of 3. Can he keep the game alive? There's a ground ball to short. Fired a first, inning over, game over. And Venezuela prevails. as they take this one by the score of 2-1 and now take a 3-2 series lead. Just tremendous pitching from both sides. And Venezuela pulls through. They did get 10 hits, so we're only able to muster 2 runs, but that was enough, as they only gave up 5 hits and 1 run to Puerto Rico. So the final stat line of this ball game: Venezuela 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Puerto Rico 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher, Carlos Zambrano, he goes to 2-0, and he pitched an incredible ball game. Ed Figueroa also pitched well, but is tagged with a loss. He's 0-1. Ugueth, in the meantime, went about his business and collected his 5th save of the postseason. And his 3rd save of the series. Time of the ball game was 3 hours and 10 minutes. And Carlos Zambrano, just an excellent performance, as Venezuela will now have Felix Hernandez and Johan Santana set up for game 6 and 7, should the case be there. But a great win for Venezuela. They prevail, they pick up the win, and now Venezuela is up 3-2 in a series. I'd like for everybody to thank you for watching today's game. Please follow us on our YouTube page, World Baseball Association. Please follow us, subscribe to our channel, and you could send us your comments about the broadcast and the game itself, what you like, what you didn't, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. So on behalf of yours truly, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. And as always, keep smiling. Bye, everybody.